Okay, I am meal prepping for the week for the children and myself. On-hand things in the fridge for me to snack on that are high protein and healthy, and the children's lunch boxes as well. So I'm just pumping breast fillets, slice them up into thin pieces and coat them in the crumb. So I'll walk you through the process. I'm just going to sharpen my knife first. I have sliced it all. It's quite thin. It's a centimetre or even just a little bit less thick. We like our schnitzel quite thin. Now I usually coat the schnitzel in egg, but we've run out of egg. So I Googled what an alternative could be. Flour with water to make, I guess, a thick enough substance to help the crumb stick while I'm battering it. Because there's nothing worse than the crumb falling off the schnitzel while you're frying it in the pan. Still quite thick, but a little bit runny. I make the crumb in batch and then I just freeze it and take it out as necessary. Put a little bit at a time in a bowl. And then I just add to it as I need to. I've got 3.5 kilos here. I'll freeze half and use half. Plate that will batter to freeze. Batter, crumb, same thing. A big glass container. So I got these from Kmart. Dip the schnitzel into the coating. Wipe the coating on the edges and then pop it into the crumb. And then that. And then put it in the container to freeze. I managed to batter 1.5 kilos of the schnitzel. She wants more milk, so that was good. You did good, baby. You did good. We got 1/2 done. I'm gonna pause, feed her some more, and then finish the rest. Back, fed. She's burped. She's now digesting in the carrier. I finished the other 1.5 kilos, which I'm going to cook up now. I make this spray myself because first of all, I go through it so quickly. Second of all the sprays out there have so many chemicals in it. 1 part water, 1 part vinegar, and a dash of eucalyptus oil. That sanitizes everything. They've been snoozing for 1.5 hours now, so I don't know how much longer I have left, but I will try to do the meatballs. So I've got the oil heating, so I just use extra virgin olive oil. Got her covered from the oil splattering. Put them in. You know the oil's ready when it just starts sizzling. So then I just let that cook. You can hear it sizzle. Our area just has heaps and heaps of flies, which is so annoying. So I have these cute little covers that I put over food while I'm prepping or cooking. They're like little nets. They open up and then you can just pop them over food. Look at that. Ooh, la, la. Start on the meatballs while the schnitzel's cooking. I'm just grating the carrot. Sometimes my eldest and second child help me grate the carrots if they're awake. I love doing that. Sometimes I just buy it pre-grated if I know that we don't have much time during the week. 4 carrots for 1 kilo of beef mince. And I'm also going to grate this massive zucchini. This is probably the equivalent of 2 usual zucchinis. And I'll just wring it out in some paper towel just to get rid of that extra moisture. Otherwise the meatballs won't stick together. Okay, third batch of schnitzels in. I've grated the carrots, eaten 3/4 of a carrot. And I didn't use all the zucchini because it was quite big. So I've got about this much zucchini. It's probably 3 cups worth of zucchini. And then what I do is I just put it in a tea towel, a clean tea towel of course. And then this absorbs all the moisture from it. And then you just squeeze it and whatever drips out, drips out. Oh, can you see that dripping? So that will all drip out. It gets a bit tiring on the hands, so then I gotta scratch it up, twist it, squeeze it. So it's so much moisture in there, so that'll make your meatballs super soggy. I usually would have added egg to my meatball mixture, but I'm just going to add some of the breadcrumbs just as a binder because we've run out of eggs and our delivery doesn't come until tomorrow. Added the 1 kilo of beef mince and now we're just going to do the herbs and spices. Do a generous amount of salt, so I'll just do 1.5 heaped teaspoons of that. It's pepper. I try to keep my flavors quite simple, but flavoursome. Carrot will add the sweetness to it. I'm really big on exposing them to veggies in their pure form. It's always good to just, sneak it in wherever you can as well because they don't always eat it. Mixed herbs, onion powder, I use the big. I know it's a bit controversial, but I always try my mince. I don't know, I just feel like sharing this with you guys. I always try my mince before I start cooking it, so I'm just gonna give it a taste. I know it's raw meat, but I'm still alive to this day and I really get sick, so really get sick in general, not really get sick from the raw meat. Okay, so it definitely needs more salt, so I'll do another teaspoon of that, and I will add more onion powder and more garlic powder. I feel like it's got enough herbs. Puppy's still sleeping. Eldest's are still sleeping. It's a good day for mama. Good, this schnitzel is. It held really well with the flour, actually. Oh my god. So yummy. Schnitzel's always a hit in this house. It goes like hotcakes. I've essentially made most of the meatballs. I just want to show you. So I squeeze it together just so the meat sticks together. And then I just roll and drop it in the container. That's enough for one more. So I just squeeze it together. I like to wear gloves because I don't like feeling the meat on my hands, and I feel like the fat of the meat sticks to my hands a lot. And I think my second is awake, so I'm gonna go get him out of his cot. So I put the meatballs in the same pan of the schnitzel, using the same oil just to save on the cleaning and the oil wastage and whatnot. So they are in there cooking nicely. And I put the lid on so the inside of the meatball cooks and it doesn't go dry and it stays juicy. And then I'll give it a little bit of a shake halfway through. Still snacking on the schnitzel. So yum. I put half of the meatball mince in a freezer bag, and I've made it nice and flat and thin for two reasons. One, it's easy to put in the freezer, so it saves on storage. Two, when I need to defrost it and I've forgotten, oh my gosh, I haven't taken meat out of the freezer for dinner, it defrosts really easily. So give it a shake. Now you can see what they look like after having the lid on just for about 3 minutes. So the undersides have gone hard, and I'll just let some of that liquid evaporate a little bit, flip the ones over that haven't flipped. I just tried one, they're so yummy. Use this to scoop them out. I don't know what this utensil is called. Anyway, just scoop it out. I probably should know what it's called. I think I do, I've just forgotten. Mum, why didn't you teach me what this is called? But we're done with the prep and then we just need to assemble.